Hi, I'm Jay Escobar, escobarj.com, and this video is intermittent fasting for beginners, the most important tips. Now, if you haven't seen the first two videos that I've done on this topic, I will go ahead and post a link to those videos down in the description below. I'll also go ahead and link to it right up here. So if you want to check those out, go ahead and watch those first two, because I talk about a couple tips that you need to know about before starting the intermittent fasting regimen. Now today, what I'm going to talk to you today about is, can you guess? I briefly mentioned it, I believe, in the second video, but when you start off with your intermittent fasting regimen, make sure that you start off with at least a 24-hour fast. And I would actually recommend you start off with a 48 to 72-hour fast. Why, do you ask? Okay, so when you're dealing with fasting for the first time, like let's say you haven't fasted in a long time, and when your body is used to carbohydrates, sugars, when it's in its current state, your body's not going to be used to going on a fast regimen, or it's not going to be used to what you're about to put your body through. Even if you're doing intermittent fasting and you're only doing like a 12 to 16 hour to 18-hour fast at a time, because that's essentially what intermittent fasting is just a short window of fasting and then an eating window. But if you kick your intermittent fasting period off with a 48 to 72-hour fast, it's going to do a few things. First, by starting off with a 48 to 72-hour fast, you're going to immediately put your body into hyperdrive. And it'll actually put you into a state of ketosis when you deprive your body of food like that for that long of a time. And if it's your first time, or if it's your first time doing a fast for that amount of time, because normally when people fast, they just go a couple meals, maybe a day at most. But it's going to shock your system because your body hasn't experienced that long of a fast before. Or most likely you haven't done it in a long time. So when your body gets shocked like that, what it's going to do is two things. So first, it's going to reset your gut microbiome. And two, it's going to create new good bacteria in your gut and get rid of any other toxins or any garbage, pun intended, that is in your gut. And that's the biggest thing when doing intermittent fasting. That's one of the best things that you can do, because when you reset your gut microbiome, it allows you to absorb the foods that you break your fast with at a much higher efficiency and a much higher clip. And that's what you want when intermittent fasting. That's the whole point of it, and you can use it for weight loss. It's great for weight loss because you're basically going from a fasted state and putting your body into a state of ketosis, then to eating and fueling your body, and hopefully you're doing it with good foods. And that's actually the second part to doing a 48-hour to 72-hour fast, is your body is going to be very, very sensitive to the first thing that you consume, and it's going to absorb those nutrients at a much higher efficiency, like I just said. So make sure that when you are breaking your fast, that you're staying away from junk food, you're staying away from sugar, you're staying away from high fructose corn syrup, complex carbohydrates, and processed foods. You want to make sure you're eating good, wholesome foods, whole foods, high quality protein in the form of grass-fed, grass-finished beef, chicken that has never had any antibiotics or additives or preservatives ever in it. It needs to say that on the label. Seafood is good. They're very high in omega-3s. You could even take fish oil. But the one secret that has really helped me kickstart my intermittent fasting, and it kind of ties into the keto diet, but is to break your fast with MCT oil. MCT oil is medium chain triglyceride oil, and it's derived from coconut oil. It's just a very refined and very potent form of coconut oil. And that, what it's going to do is going to bypass your liver and go straight into your bloodstream and give you an immediate kick and boost of energy. But not only that, it's going to immediately put your body into a state of ketosis, especially after a 48 to 72 hour fast. Your body is going to consume that and absorb that, and just, it'll love you for it. Now, there is a word of caution here. You only want to take maybe a half a tablespoon or maybe up to a tablespoon of MCT oil if you're doing this. You don't want to overdo the MCT oil, because if you do overdo it, you will get the shits. Trust me on this. It's happened to me. It's not fun. And I'll just leave it at that. So, that being said, if you have any questions about the intermittent fasting, I'm going to do one more video on this topic, and then I'll wrap it up. But if you have any questions on this topic, go ahead and go to my website, escobarj.com. You can shoot me an email with any questions you have about it, or detailing your specific situation if you'd like help. Also, if you want to book a coaching session, I will do a full coaching session with you and come up with a whole regimen for you as far as your nutrition, intermittent fasting, exercise. So, and that being said, at the very least, do me a favor and share this with your friends and family on any social media platform. My purpose is to get this out to as many people as possible, to share this information, because it has helped me tremendously. I've lost 75 pounds in my life, actually in the last year and a half now. At one point, there was an 8-month period where I had lost the 75 pounds, and now I've put on 15 pounds of muscle. And I'm in the best shape of my life, cardiovascular-wise, muscular-wise. I'm almost to a six-pack, literally like this close. I can see the third set of abs, but they're still coming in. So this has tremendously helped me using these strategies, and I know that what I'm teaching you, if you really apply these principles and apply the things that I'm teaching you and telling you about, you will see results as well. If you're going for fat, even if you're going for weight gain, it'll help you cut the fat and keep your muscle too, if that's what you're going for. So I hope you're always learning. I hope you're always growing. And I hope that you're always pushing forward. This is very difficult. Intermittent fasting is very hard. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for weak-minded people. It takes a lot of discipline. So if you can do it, props to you, because it will change your life and you will feel all the better for it once you have the body of your dreams. So I will see you in the next video. Take care.